Hello YouTube and welcome to another plot review video. It's been a while since I've done a plot review and this time we're on a P+ plot, so this is going to be a very long one, and this was by Realityh. So he's a great terraformer, probably the best terraformer on the server. He has some really great styles, some great trees, just great in general. So I'm quite looking forward to this and seeing what we have in store for us. So this is P+ plot. And he also has a P ground plot. He's going for Architect 2, so he's going to probably be the first, I think, to achieve that rank. Just to remind people that if you are going to go for those ranks, you do need to build in different styles. Now the reason for that is somebody may be really good at one specific style, and that's great. We do want people who are like unbelievably great builders, but we also want to push people into out of the comfort zones, into areas where they wouldn't normally go. So that's why to get like the highest rank, for example, you have to build 20 plots, which is 20 different styles. So if you can build a 9 out of 10 plot in 20 different styles, then you are just an unbelievable builder. So, you know, that's our thinking behind the ranks. We don't want people just to do the same old sort of generic style over and over. So let's go in. We've got a nice atmospheric entrance with these trees overhanging the path. I quite like that, and then straight away it just opens up. Now with the edge of the plot you kind of lose a bit of atmosphere. Who's that over there? Oh, there's Realityh as well, just chilling. This must be some of his new plot he's working on. I'm just going to do hide all in case stuff like that happens, and /me as well. So let's see. Walking around, I remember this plot now. I saw the terrain, I've not seen what he's built on it. So we've got some nice thick bushes over here. This is really nice. I like the fact that he's got lots of the double tall grass and double tall ferns. It shows that this area is sort of not well looked after. It's quite not well traversed. I would think maybe a couple of bushes along the edge here, like leaf bushes, would look nice. I also like the yellow flowers being used here. I think birch leaf bushes might look interesting. Also using the Extreme Hills metadata of Podzol to get this pine needle texture, and the way he's used it, it looks really, really nice. Some mushrooms growing on this little small wall here. And as we come round, ooh, that doesn't look too nice. I don't like this straight line here. Like natural things. He's got another one here which is quite straight. I don't think that looks quite right for like natural forms. Don't tend to get straight lines in nature. Well, that's only like one small thing. Normally I add all the small things up, so like 3 small things you lose a mark, 1 big thing you lose a mark, quite simple. So we come to our first house, and this is quite nice. I like the way that he's actually put a stair up and then another stair up, rather than just having sort of the stair here. I hate it when people do that. So we've got a nice little storage area here. He's got his wood piled up and his chest. Got quite a few different materials going on in here as well. And then inside the house, you've got another little storage area here with an open window and a big fancy window. A little table in the corner. I like that he's using these lantern things holding them up. And the interior is quite basic. I would have used maybe the pressure plate metadators, so stone pressure plates to put on top here for like a plate of food. And oh dear, I'm breaking stuff. I'll put that back. There we go. So you can put like pressure plates down to get food and different stuff to go on there. That might look nice. Apart from that, all looks good. Also maybe putting the pots and pans on that bit. I don't know, they're fine where they are. Or maybe put some knives here as well. Up here we've got a nice little desk where he makes all his notes, and in here a bedroom. The bedroom's quite basic. I think maybe put a chest, maybe a flower pot on there or something, just to add a bit of colour to the room. Apart from that, it's fine. I like it. Also, I think with these torches, maybe you could have the I don't see a lot of people using these, the redstone comparator and the redstone repeater. I'll just put one down on the floor so you can see. You've got these like candles on a plate, and I think they look really cool for interiors. I use them a lot for my Hobbit stuff. Instead of having these look like they should be outside with the big candle holders. You've also now got the cobweb metadata for a lantern, so that might look nice hanging from the ceiling as well. Yeah, it's not too bad. Looking round, we then carry on down our road, and now we come to our first decision. We can go up the hill or downhill. So going down looks like it's going into the town, so we'll go up first. Seems like the shorter route. And we've got a nice little farm area here, and he's mixed in some ferns. I discovered that a couple of weeks ago on my Inca stuff, so that's quite nice to see. I'm pretty sure he's probably done this before. I figured it out because he's quite good at stuff like that. See, got a nice candle holder there. I think with this candle holder burning, you don't need this torch. I would have used hidden lighting. Either put like a grass block, a double tall grass, and set it on fire, or, you know, glowstone in the floor, cover it up with a carpet, something like that. I like this. This is what I was thinking in the other house, having the pans along like that. You've got the knives and the plates. So you're using them in this house, but not in the other. So that's quite nice. Really nice fire design. It's exactly the same as the other one by the looks of it, though. So this is something I'm guilty of as well. I need to mix up my fireplace designs and try to come up with some new stuff. What else do we have? Simple bed, nice bookcase. Maybe put shelves up here instead of books, just to break it up a little bit, because I don't think they would have this many books. And then a bigger bedroom. So, you know, maybe this is a family, mum and dad, a little kid. I don't know. We come down, and that's this house done. Quite like this house. It's a lot better than the last house we just looked at. There is also storage stuff down here again, and that's really nice. What I would like to see here, though, maybe, is instead of having like watermelons and stuff, have maybe a rock slide, so it's all gravel here, and that's why they built the wicker fence. And that would look quite nice. So if you've got the wicker fence and it's holding back gravel, like a bit of the mountain collapsed, that would look really nice. And then this is round the back of the house, it's fine. Go take a look at this river. River, really good. I like the materials used in here. There's a lot of sediment, like with the gravel. And down here, just feels quite realistic, I think. And it flows on through. Ooh, watermill. So let's get back onto the path. Where were we? Here. So we come here, you've got a nice watermill. Very unique design, actually. I've never seen anything like this before for a watermill design. It's quite nice. Very odd. Very unique. I like it. I don't think there's much I can say about this. It's just good. I like it. Yeah, that's all there is to say. It's good. I like it. Here we've got, so this is nice. This is where a wheat farm would be, but you know, it's all being sort of piled up and taken off, and stuff starting to grow back. So normally people do wheat farms, and then they do the bundles of hay with them, and that doesn't make sense, because why would there be bundles of hay if there's still wheat everywhere? Sometimes they do half and half, which has a very nice look. But this, I think, looks great. The fact that you've got pods all and the grass growing back. It looks like it was harvested quite a while ago, and you know, stuff's just slowly coming back too. So it's really nice. I think, I was gonna say maybe a cart or something to like take the hay off, but that's fine. The only thing I think this might be missing is a bit of greenery underneath. It's very rocky, and it's fine for up there in the mountains, but now we're down here, I'd like to see a bit more moss down here, and bushes, and stuff like that. So maybe add a few things down here, make it a little bit more dirt mixed in as well. So it looks like silt. Silt is very browny, reddy brown colour. Red sand might work, actually. I've not tried red sand. We come up here, we've got the farmhouse, I think. Again, you've got this nice wood design here using these crates. People call them crates, I don't think they're crates. But yeah, it's like the spruce upwards log. You have different biome versions of these. I'm not sure if you know about them or not, or if you're just choosing to stack them perfectly. But if you change the biome of these, they'll stack in different directions. Always good for mixing it up. Different seats. Interesting. I'm sure that's something that you've not planned on. That's probably just like biomes with Minecraft and the Conquest updates. Nice shelf up there. Quite simple design. And that's the door out here. So you've got all the storage areas good. Again, fireplace design is exactly the same. don't worry about too much about that. That's something I'm guilty of. Bedrooms, all good. So even though the houses, they have the similar aspects to them, so they've all got like the double bed, and they've all got these like writing areas and food areas. They're all different. There is something different to see. I'd like to see the use of paintings a bit more, for like papers and stuff like that. And then we don't need to go around there. That's all fine. Again, we've got another one of these potato. Oh no, this is wheat. Got another wheat field down here, so this is really nice. I've actually thought about using wheat this way. Cool, like it. Very green. And then, I thought it was a separate path there. And then we've got this side of the river. Maybe have is it the iron? Weighted pressure plate heavy. Having some of them around, and like, people could be fishing off here. This bridge design is really cool. Very simple. I like that it's got wood underneath. Sometimes people don't do that, so like, how would the stuff on top not fall through? Good mix of materials, and then in we come to the town, and instantly you can tell, just coming over this bridge, there is an instant change in atmosphere, and it just works so nicely. Using stone on the planters here, that's really nice, and having podzol in there as well, it makes it different. We've got a chapel here. Yep. Simple little cross. Can't remember what this place is called. Altar up here. And we've got even the section up here where like you can ring the bell, and I think sometimes the choir would stand up here and sing, because you could hear them from up here and it rings out. This looks like a Yukon style, whatever it's called. God, what's the word? And there's a random bit of fire here. Not too sure about that. I don't think that's meant to be there, so I have to fix that. Apart from that, all looks good. I'll just check a couple more of these houses. Don't need to go too much more in detail. So again, that fireplace design is a little different, but it's half the same. Using paintings a bit more now. Now we're getting into the town. Yeah, so that's fine. It is showing sort of a transition, I suppose. It's good. We carry on down this path. I love these high walls. Really nice atmosphere. The whole thing's looking quite stony. I think maybe having some stuff going across the flags for the iron bar, clothesline, biome metadata. Gardens are quite nice. Got another one here. See? No, you haven't. Never mind. Again, with the wood, it's all stacked the same. Yeah, so you do have different biomes. In fact, I'll just show you. I'll show you with the one outside so it doesn't mess up. If I just flick through, you see it changes directions. So that's something maybe to think about as well. In here, again, very similar. So now you can see the houses getting very samey. Still variated slightly, but getting quite similar now. Even in shape as well. Come down here, and again, there's another path off the plot. I love that when plots have loads of different directions to go in. There's another one. That's two, right in the same space of each other. Got another big open plain here. I think maybe add a few more bushes. You've got small ones. I'd like to see some bigger ones. Maybe a tree. I think that's screaming out for a tree there in that corner. And then let's see what's up here. Up here we've got another building. Oh, it's interesting. It's a very different building. Yeah, I quite like that. I don't use that metadata too much. The iron bar food should be good to see. Up here, yep, very basic. Something that I'm not seeing in this little village so far is, oh, we might be getting onto it now. Baked goods. Yep, there we go. Interior by Luxie. Luxie's a great builder on the server. And if he's stopped being lazy, he could be master builder probably, maybe architect actually. So this is from the windmill. So there's the windmill there. I like this windmill being used for that. Windmill pumping down, that's a great idea with the piston. That's how the grain gets smashed up. And this is being used for a bakery. Lots of beds crisscrossing over the place. A bit odd. Kind of works. Another big bed here. Yeah, I like this one. I could tell this is Luxie as well because there's just stuff everywhere, and he loves to make it unbelievably hard to walk around. Well, this is what I was about to say that's missing is sort of purpose buildings, so bakeries, armories, blacksmiths, those kind of buildings seem missing. The others are just sort of generic houses. This one is quite a large house actually. Got space for 6 people to eat, and then up here, more beds. So maybe this is like a lord or a farmer or something, and he's got a lot of people that live with him. Not too sure. Let's have a look at the surrounding area. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. Maybe a sign to say like why he's so rich. We've got a rich house there anyway. So we've got. Oh, I think we did actually look at all the buildings. I think maybe making some of them have a bit more purpose. So I think maybe an inn. You seem to be missing an inn, unless this is one. You don't really need a blacksmith, but just adding a bit more sort of reason and purpose to specific buildings instead of just being a generic house would look really, really nice. So we did look at this one. We did. Apart from that, all is great. I love the style. I love the atmosphere. Just sort of purpose and detail that it's lacking in a little bit. So like, you know, the straight edges there. So we'll just find the edge of the plot, and since I'm the first person reviewing this, I like to find the one that's got the sign at the bottom, and we'll quickly do the rating. Okay, so this is the new way that we're reviewing now. We've started putting the wool in here so that you can't what's called destroy the wool blocks like the ratings, and we're limiting the ratings, the amount of reviews you can have now. So once your plot's been reviewed 3 times, it won't be reviewed again, because we had people that were submitting a plot about 20-30 times, and we were like saying, oh yeah, do this. And it's fine for like teaching them how to build and getting them, but then you know they're getting like a really high rank for basically being told exactly what to do. Whereas the reviews really should be, you could do something like this instead of do exactly this. Anyway, on with this rating. So, do atmosphere first, and atmosphere was really, really good. I think it might have been lacking a tree or a bush or two, so we're going to go for 9. The entrance though was great. Styles next? No, details next. Details, I did find quite a few small things over and over, so I think we'll go for 8 for details. Style, I love the style. I'm going to go for 10. And purpose, again, there's a few little things niggling at me. Like I'd like to see a few more purpose buildings, so we'll go for 8 again. So 9, 8, 8. If we move that, that's 8.75 overall. So overall, 8.75 out of 10, which is, well, I don't know whether to put arc on this because it's the way it works. I don't know. We'll do that. So you need a 9 out of 10 for this to count towards arc 2, and there's only a few little small things that you need to really change to get that up to 9, so that should be fine for you. Also, reviewed on, what's the date today? Date today is 24th of June, so 24/06/15. That's just something for reviewers in case like we forget to clear the plot off the list and you go over there and you go, oh, that was only reviewed today. So also, if someone uploads a plot and it's like, oh, that was reviewed yesterday and it's on the review list again, so the person's clearly not tried hard enough to rank up. But that's it, Realityh. I hope you've enjoyed your plot review, and I hope you're going to make those small little changes, and the plot's looking awesome. And when you built the terrain, I had no idea what you were going to do with it because it looked quite hard to build a village on it, and you've pulled it off tremendously well, so congrats on that. And that's the end of this plot review. I'm going to try and get plot reviews out a bit more often, maybe 1 a week. If you want your plot to be reviewed on YouTube, use the dakrcraft forums, which is dakrcraft.ch. There's a sub-forum in there that you can go and request for your plot to be reviewed. Make sure that you do it the way that it's like how to use the forum thing. Make sure you do it that way, otherwise it won't be reviewed. You might be waiting like 2 or 3 weeks for it to be YouTube reviewed, but we will get around to it eventually. I think at the moment it's me and Daka doing the reviews. I know Dark Warrior is starting up his YouTube channel. He'll be doing that again soon. Ananas is starting up his YouTube channel once his exams are out the way, so he'll be doing YouTube reviews. Pocket Phoenix might be coming back in a couple of weeks. He's having some personal issues at the moment, so he's not been on the server that often. I think he was thinking about starting up YouTube, so he'll be doing reviews. SS Knives, I'm not sure what's happening with her YouTube channel, but she might be doing reviews, I'm not too sure. Zarius might be doing modern reviews. I don't know if he wants to get those on his channel or not. Not really spoke to him about that. But there's going to be quite a lot of us reviewing, so once that forum gets rolling and once everyone gets everything out of the way, like exams and stuff, it should be smooth and it should be quite nice. That's it for the video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.